of threes. ASU has scored 5 in a row.
Good answer. You're right, Roxy. And you just wonder, playing yesterday, is that a factor? Less than 24 hours ago.
And the steal from Chris Duarte.
In their faces, challenged them, then just walked away like dropping the mic.
Well, you know what, Matt? If you want some energy, you insert Jalen House into the game, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was...
Last year averaged 18 a game, was first team all Big Sky. Chris Duarte stepping back for a 3. And a timeout for Dana
Thompson. And that'll free up other players. Alatiche, Jared Lucas, Gianni Hunt.
And then Duarte. So there you had Zach Reichel trying to draw a charge, didn't get
Experience.
And Alatiche 22 and 10 yesterday against UCLA. 22 was his career high. Duarte, both he and Reichel go down with no whistles.
Great defense by Reichel. Just absolutely incredible. NCAA tournament bids, winning seasons. After having only 2 in the 24 previous seasons. We're going to have to readjust our list, Matt Muehlbach, because they have brought it.
Nice bounce, and Duarte slams.
Was that Will Richardson in the lane again?
Well, we didn't mention
power.
Tried to get up there. They immediately ran a double at him. And now Omoruyi, perfect delivery to Duarte.
That's the Oregon Duck Fest right to capitalize on it. They don't
were with the team the whole year.
And learning from Peyton
Pritchard. They're not first-year players in the program.
So many things I'm still trying to figure out here. You know, the reclassification, the transfer portal, and sure going to have a huge second half. Then these Ducks can and will win this game.
Duarte step back. And off the tip, Silva with the rebound.
Big start. Or even carry it over from the first half to the second.
And by the steal by Duarte. That's his game.
Jared Lucas, what are you thinking?
That's Oregon is terrific at steals, responding to pressure.
Or you can say shocking.
Yeah.
The Rick Pitino line, I'm shocked. Rick is always shocked at these developments.
Phenomenal job putting that together.
The king. 30 years now, Ted, you and me.
As Duarte knocks down a big 3.
On cue. Well, big boy leaders out there. Remarkable turnaround.
Duarte again. Well, there you go. I wonder if that came out of the huddle. I think I looked my age when I finally was like 42.
So Duarte is starting to take this into his own.
Yes, he is. And Ethan Thompson
rode at a whole foot out of bounds. Referee Chris was standing right there. Please.
Well, that's a big shot by Maurice Kalou. Duarte can't answer. Andela clears.
Best I've ever seen Della. Going to get a job done and win this game.
Right, you see the foul team situation. Neither team in the double bonus yet. Duarte got himself the separation. And the long rebound is punched out and eventually grabbed by Best right here at the end of the year.
Well, the Beavers have been the better team from the opening tap today. Who can get a rebound here, please?
Full strength. In fact, there was a player who had a false positive. He wouldn't tell us who that was, but he did say that the team was very concerned that not only about this game, but their Duarte being defended by Bernard. Mick Cronin talks so highly about Duarte today. Said he's the best player he's watched this year, and Duarte ties the game. He is one of.
It doesn't appear that Jalen Hill is coming back imminently. And Chris Smith, who had his surgery, he's supposed to be on this trip. You know, the Bruins are sequestered.
Tough shot.
This is just a
weekend to pick player of the year and coach of the year based on what happens.
Yeah, right. And I'm leaning strongly at player of the year. Duarte. He just does everything. Torching the rest of the Conference of Champions.
All right, so let's go back to what you said.
What's your argument about the other thing?
Look, first of all, it's as Duarte misses. Oregon's a tough pick.
It's all good, man. I'm here to play today, and you make a statement. I'll throw it down.
Duarte rejected by Riley.
Hey, we use where Duarte's at his best. He gets the switch on the big man. The big guys can't guard him, and the little guys just get overwhelmed. Footwork, beautiful.
What a shot. Put Cody Riley on his heels, pulled up and hit the jumper.
Werewolves of London.
Figueroa was originally, as Duarte gets the steal, recruited by Chris Mullen at St. John's. Duarte with a layup. Ducks had the lead after UCLA moments ago was up 5.
Yeah.
And in talking with Dane Altman Monday, when you inexplicably took the day off and wouldn't be on our broadcast, he told us, as Duarte misses, that Duarte improved so much as by
post-entry pass, please.
And now we're really getting into dangerous territory. We continue to agree. Duarte driving, and Duarte drops it in off the window. 15 now for Chris Duarte. The Ducks to go.
Sounds like you're starting another conspiracy theory.
Duarte hangs,
going to get a rebound for the Bruins.
I think that,
or anything else, recognition, and the team that wins won't even be in the top 25.
Duarte 4-3, big time shot. Chris Duarte puts the Ducks up.
Figueroa picked up by Reichel. Love the spacing. Watch the ball movement, the player movement. If you're at home watching it on TV, look off ball sometimes.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to tell there aren't fans here.
Rising the talent out on the floor and putting guys in positions to succeed.
Rodrigo Andeli in the game for the Beavs. Duarte knocks one down.
Well, that's where Jared Lucas has to have an awareness.
Andela, native of Cameroon. Williams puts it up over Alatiche. Put-back jam by Chris Duarte, flying through the rafters.
Well, you talk about Alatiche.
Career more than 1,700 points as a collegiate. Here's Duarte. Trying to draw the foul, doesn't do it. Shot doesn't go, gets his own rebound.
Cardinals
away from the ball. Ducks no field goals in the last 3 minutes. Reichel picks up Duarte. Duarte trying to end that streak. Back in the game here. Hands were on him first.
Yeah,
you're right.
He saw that.
Duarte against Alatiche, blocked by Alatiche.
Woo, big time. I love the way he beat him to the spot. He stayed between balance. They've got to guard the dribble drive, and they've got to get to shooters.
Rory Hardy, UNLV transfer. Duarte. That's how you break that 1-3-1.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were just talking about.
And the other guys are 6'6", all 4 of them.
Well, he's a rim protector. He's a presence in the paint, and they need his physicality.
Chris Duarte called for the foul.
On Tuesday night of this week when they hosted Washington, Arizona State didn't have anybody from their front line, and they still won the game by 40 points.
Duarte missing right now. First 4 out. Oregon is in. Still a chance again to win the conference. A steal again by Duarte. And on the other end, the finish.
Well, what kind of threat is that by Joe?
Maruyi with his 4th rebound. 3 have come on the offensive end.
Oh, beautiful give and go. I didn't know they still did that in basketball.
Here's Duarte leading the conference in made threes. That was a Dallaire at the basket. Here's the tournament resume. And again, Joe Lunardi has them right now among the first 4 out. They trail by 1 right now. Duarte missed the layup, but there is Omaruyi, his 4th offensive rebound. It's finally tipped in by Duarte.
Stanford is waiting. Last year they had Peyton Pritchard, who was a huge reason player of the year.
You and I were talking about this during the break. I mean, USC is losing in the first half against Colorado, and UCLA is up big on.
Incredible. Nobody changed the world of sports like Muhammad Ali. Tiger Woods. His contributions. Whoa.
Zaire Williams went for the dunk off the inbound.
Zaire Williams. Wow.
When you send Milk Bar, trust me, you're making a statement. It's cake.
Great win against Alabama. It was back in November.
I did that game. And they looked fantastic. And then they just got hosed by the refs in the next 2 games. Just North Carolina and Indiana. All right. Just win, baby. Come on. Did you ever have the privilege of knowing Bill Walsh, the great football coach here at Stanford? Just
yeah, 7-0 run. But Davis comes right back and drills it. Stanford up 5. They've made 4 of their last 5 shots to take a 5-point lead. Duarte gets to the rim this time. He scored 5 in a row. 12 points for the game.
Somebody might lose at Stanford. Now, this is Larry Bird. This is Klay Thompson. This is Steph Curry. The foot's on the line. That's not a 3. Unless Williams ended up flying and landing flat on his face. So you normally don't do that when you're going for a rebound unless you get shoved. Well, Nurse, if we can get a second look at this play from the wide angle. I did go to law school here at Stanford. You're guilty as charged. Life imprisonment for a capital offense, not going for the rebound.
That he's been on fire, so I'm giving some context to it, saying that he scored 14 points in 7 minutes. That adds a little bit more flavor for the viewer.
Flavor, I like salt. Send them back and forth for people who are behind the play. The defense doesn't have to do anything. But if you send cutters through, if you have somebody who you can use as a pivot man, play with his back to the basket, that can be
impressive performances this year and some losses that were single-digit losses where they had a chance late. This is Duarte through the lane. You like this guy?
Well, a lot. I think Duarte certainly in the conference.
Earlier this season, it was a non-contact injury. He was scheduled to be the starting center for Dana Altman's squad. Duarte's 3, long, and the rebound down to Matt Bradley. We'll see if California tries to run with it there.
Yeah. I remember seeing video of Thon Maker when he was in the 8th grade. He was like unbelievable. Yeah, that's you mentioned some good ones.
Jalen.
So all you got to do is just win. Win your last 2. That's it.
You win your last 2. You make your case.
You make your case. You got it.
A miss by Duarte. And let's see if Bradley can build off that. As they have made this a 4-point game as Duarte makes his way to the basket. That's good defense. Tap won't go down. Second one won't either. Offensive rebound. It's Richardson. And the defense has been solid for Cal here in the second half. Duarte's 3.
That's a tough shot. Wow. I thought Brown was well defended, but they're a good passing team, the Ducks. They're unselfish, and they do look for this man right here. Well defended that time. They got a piece of the orange. That was good defense.
Rebound number 20. Here's Figueroa. Had a couple of jams here in the second half. Duarte left open for a 3-pull.
Yeah, you got to get to Duarte, boy. They set the screen away from the ball that time. Duarte, so if you're the Bears, you got to focus on him. And then this is what the guy does. He gets a 3, he steals, and he makes another 3. How do you like this guy? Some players, get some people in here, get everybody back on the same page, and hopefully next year, they can start strong. Well, there he is again. That's that man, Chris Duarte, with switching hands. Oregon State, not going to be easy at all. But as we said, this Oregon team just seems to get better and better as the year goes on. So it'll be interesting. I think that Arizona game is going to be a tremendous game.
Now, Rich, it was interesting talking to Coach Golden earlier today, talking about he's a man-to-man team. They want to match up and get after it.
Rebound Folly Dante after the miss. He has it slapped out of his hands. We're going to have it. Sets the ball screen, backs off it. They get it into him, posting up on Yurkatan, back outside of Duarte. Short corner, and he knocks it down.
That's a beautiful floater by Chris.
The rebound, but Dante has it.
At first, I didn't think he saw the shot clock, Rich, but he was just playing possum.
Duarte. Rebound Kane.
That's a good look for Chris Duarte, who's shooting about 55% on the season.
Rishwain miss.
Rishwain had a little bit more time. He looked like he rushed that shot a little bit, Rich. He didn't even really have his feet underneath him.
Duarte.
Like that right there.
Cans a 3.
Yakum for Chris Duarte.
Yakum.
See his show a little bit.
USF breaking into a zone. They don't do this very often. Duarte, they get the ball to the middle of that zone. Fall away. Won't go, tipped in the air by Williams. It went over the backboard.
Rich, I'm telling you, against Washington, Oregon.
We're talking about practice.
Yeah, but they're not practicing that one.
Duarte.
That's either 3 or that right there, all the way to the basket.
Figueroa hands it off to Duarte. 10 to shoot. Duarte in deep, spins around against Coonan and puts it in. That's good, Chris Duarte.
That's beautiful footwork and patience by Chris Duarte.
Must be able to defend.
Got to bend your knees, baby.
Bend your knees. Here's Duarte. Drives against Yurkatan, hangs in the air. Leading the board.
That was good defense by Yurkatan. Made a tough shot for Chris.
Oh, Duarte with the steal. Team's leader in steals at 2 per game. He lays it up and in.
Yeah, that was a lazy pass by Jamari Bouye. He lived and died by the 3. That's just it. But look at the difference between the small guys for San Francisco and the big. The smaller guys are trying to front the guys down in the post. Good green paper. Or?
Oh no, it's made it's cardboard. That's paper, right? Here's Duarte. Weak side rebound Figueroa. That's how the weak side boards loaded up. Turnover here.
Patton's been knocking a lot of those down, at least prior to the game on Thursday at Oregon State. Duarte, full step back. And Carlson with the rebound.
And Chris was really casual on that one.
With a block against Carlson, the 6'6" guy blocking the 7-footer.
How about that, Rich? Just great defensive effort by Chris Duarte, because I thought that was an easy dunk for Brandon Carlson.
I'm with you. 18.
You can see Oregon's trying to get that ball inside to Chandler Lawson with a guard on in Brimsley.
Duarte with 3 on the timer, rattles one home. It's a 2-pointer.
But Chu's not used to guard this game, Rich. I mean, that's how you do it. I mean, Alfonso Plummer is 6'1", but he's fronting Eugene Amarui on the post. Didn't give him a chance to get the ball down there to take advantage of the mismatch. That's great defense by him.
Offensive rebound Lawson. Duarte hangs in the air, gets the floater to go.
How about that, Rich? You said it right. He hung in the air.
For experience and play like it.
Oh, you can see it on that last move. Just was really patient.
Fall away, Duarte. Omarui. Hooked it to Lawson. You got a defender. Kepnong passes out to Duarte. Puts Plummer in the air. Kepnong, offensive rebound. He'd been just 1 for 11 against Oregon State on Thursday.
And he was 0 for 7 from 3.
Duarte with his foot on the line, cans it.
Yeah, but you can't do that. You know, Alfonso Plummer was about to go underneath that screen. They're going to win this game here tonight. They got to protect that rim.
Duarte hangs in the air off the glass. Volleyball rebound by Allen to himself.
Well, Brandon Carlson.
Here's Duarte, hands it off to Richardson.
Yeah, this is that lineup that's going to be really tough for Utah to defend. And right there, you see why.
Oh, great defense by Larson. Here's Duarte. He's got to be the guy down the stretch, and he cans it.
There he is, Rich. You said he has to be the guy, and he stepped Chris Duarte against Martinez.
And he pulls the trigger, Duarte does.
Yeah, I don't like that shot, Rich, because he has a 7-footer on him, and he's settling for the
tops right now. But when you come down to 1 or 2 possession games, there you go. The steals. That's Chris Duarte. Leads the conference, Roxy, 2 a game.
And Arizona. Duarte didn't necessarily have a strong offensive game, but he showed up when it mattered. About 17 seconds to go. He hit the game-winning 3, and there he pulls up for a 3 in transition. Chases down his own miss.
Knows they're going against a hungry Colorado team that has not won here, and then Oregon wants to go and get their 4th win in a row.
Did Chris Duarte call bank?
Why, Tad Boyle loves his guys. He says when they hurt after a loss, he hurts, they hurt. They care. They're coming out with the urgency. Nice shot by Chris Duarte. He's improved every facet of his game.
10 for Deshaun Schwartz, and it's the Buffs by 5. Chris Duarte, a step-back 3, answers for Oregon.
You just can still execute with pressure on them on both sides of the floor.
Colorado led by as many as 8 in the first half as Chris Duarte misses the leader, but Chandler Lawson keeps it alive for Oregon as Colorado comes up empty, and here comes Oregon.
Got to take advantage of easy baskets. That's an easy makeable shot they missed.
Nice switch of the hands by Chris Duarte. Deshaun Schwartz on the drive, has his shot blocked, and Chris Duarte leads the break.
All of a sudden, stop and pop.
Trying to give Oregon their first lead of the ball game, and it rattled out. Parquet, 3rd on Colorado in the second half. Eugene Amarui looks to attack, and the kick out to Chris Duarte. And the rebound, Deshaun Schwartz for CU. Shot clock inside 10. Chris Duarte attacks, and Duarte gives Oregon their first lead of the night.
To try to get one on the road.
Long drought for Oregon, and Chris Duarte ends it and one.
The easy statement is to say, except for Chandler Lawson, and his most dangerous weapon is the offensive putback.
Spinning Chris Duarte somehow got it up and in. Out for Oregon.
You got to help with Chris Duarte because he'll rise up, and you got to defend without fouling.
Here he is from deep. And Colorado controls.
Weak side rebound, DJ Jones. Williams takes it away. Second turnover on Florida A&M. Duarte's three. Didn't have numbers underneath. He fired it up anyway. Spear has his pocket picked by Duarte. Duarte on the run out and the finger roll.
Petty play from Duarte. Now you got to get right back.
Even on a make, you got it. Robert McCullum said, hey, the conventional wisdom is against a bigger, more talented team, you play zone, but we're playing for conference play. Duarte hits the mid-range. They're playing for 4 days.
Came into this game 6 of 13 from the three-point line.
Here's Duarte. He likewise came in 6 of 13 from three-point range, and he drains it.
And the Ducks...
L.J. Figueroa, the St. John's transfer to the trailer Duarte. Back to Figueroa. Duarte straight on. Nails it. Second three of the game.
Beautiful basketball from those two.
Wow. Williams for three. Didn't draw iron. Duarte came down with it. That was a little Wittenberg to Charles right there. They didn't expect it not to hit.
Now they should hold for the final shot.
Duarte puts it up from near Damian Lillard range. And that'll be it. Had been 11. Taking clear advantage of that size advantage. There's Duarte who casts for three.
Duarte, he's done it off the catch and shoot. That time, Rich, he's coming off of the...
Here's L.J. Figueroa, the St. John's transfer. Duarte, long three. Reeves came down with it.
Distance.
It is a 10-0 run for the Rattlers. Duarte ends that right there.
Yep. Old Faithful.
Williams drives against Brown. Duarte on the drive and a floater and gets it home. Chris Duarte with 19.
Oregon and Duarte, they just win it.
There's a block by Williams. Duarte wide open for three. Well, Marie tries to chase it down, but Randall Williams the rebound. Williams now has 5 boards in the game.
Nice.
Hardy, nice pass to Duarte.
Ooh, nice pass, nice cut. It started up at Hardy. Hardy
Reeves in deep, passes out of the double team. Spear with 6 to shoot. Duarte with another steal. He was 4th in the Pac-12 in that category last year. The run out and the layup.
Just a great defensive possession all around.
James Akinjo, who's averaging 15 points per game.
So great perimeter shooting here for this Wildcat squad. Sean Miller done a remarkable job one more time. This game
wearing his first name on the back of his jersey instead of the last name. 4-2 Oregon, 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Duarte into the paint. Sean Miller was very, very complimentary of Duarte, thinking he's going to be an excellent to champions. I don't know if you noticed, but that was banked in by Omoruyi from 3. Now a takeaway. Here is Duarte, leads the conference in steals. Almost put it in, and then Richardson follows it up. He had it knocked away from School
in the Conference of Champions. Dana Altman, I cannot believe he's not in the Hall of Fame already.
But Duarte step back 3 is off.
The Arizona offense is not sharp enough, and their defensive rebounding is 4 games, started 2 of them, but he was unable to play because of the incomprehensible rules.
Duarte misses, yet played professionally, considered to be a professional.
Not related to Michael. Or Terrell.
He's not related to Mike Brown either, as Duarte's shot hits the side of the backboard. He's 1 for 6. Here's Matt.
And we highlighted him at the top.
Well, he's a great player.
He played great the last game.
But again, let me just go back to your point at the start of the second half as Lawson cleans it up inside. He returns to the Bay Area for the first time. They played opening night in Brooklyn. Durant had a big game that night.
Yeah, but the Warriors were not ready. The Warriors were not ready that night.
Here's Duarte missing again. He's 1 for 8, 0 for 4 from 3.
Aaron's skill department, but certainly not in passion.
Right, he's only played 6 games. Remember, he joined the team at the quarter break. Here's Duarte trying another 3 and finally gets it to go. That's his first triple. Just as
4 people who have won multiple national championships at collegiate level and multiple NBA championships.
Who are the other 3? Because you're one.
Bill
Nice
Russell,
shot.
Kareem, and...
But perhaps, to your point, 3 misplayed at the rim. Here's Richardson, who has just 2 points on the night. Kicks it out to Duarte. Gets left alone for just a moment. Missed the shot badly.
Ball White on the Daily Wager yesterday, and I got fired up for 258 tonight later on, deep into the night in the darkness.
Duarte, no on the 3. Tubel being the only one where neither did. It was Washington that won that year. Oregon ball with a shot clock at 10. Here's Duarte. Tubelis on him. Duarte driving, hangs but can't finish. And Arizona
on the line.
Richardson trying to go baseline. It's cut off. Dangerous pass. Here's Duarte. Still playing at time. Richardson. Duarte gets a good look. Oh! It's a 3.
Going the other way. Pull-up jumper. 1 and done. Eastern Washington wanted to travel on Figueroa. Will play on. There's that pick. All the way to the rim and the finish. Duarte strong. Chance to reclaim the lead. Good D inside. Battle for the board. Almost finding Williams. Duarte steps back. Back rimming off, and here comes Eastern Washington. The Eagles looking.
Tanner Groves kind of just set his feet there at 6'9". He's got the advantage in size over Omarui.
Ball bouncing free into the hands of Groves.
John Schwartz, who is out with COVID reasoning. There's Duarte. He can't hit. Rebound to Walker. Both teams combined 0 for 9 from three-point land so far. Duarte on the cut, floating to the rim for 2.
Beautiful, and he gave his teammate a look.
Hardy doesn't use the screen, goes baseline, kicks it out. 10 on the shot clock for Duarte. Pull-up hesitation, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Horn. They go at it in practice for sure. Duarte swishes a triple, and Katie, that's something that Tad Boyle talked about as well. Duarte patiently going to the rim.
Rhythm, not matched up, not where they need to be, and gets the layup.
Wright has played in 110 of 111 possible games at CU.
Offensive board. His teammate Horns was just underneath, wide open.
Duarte, that's a triple. Thank you for joining us. Jacob Toby alongside Katie Wingy. Duarte took his time, set his feet, and knocks it down.
He waited to see how the
boards taken away by Oregon. Duarte, strong take, couldn't finish. Everybody's on the floor, fighting for it. There's Duarte.
Omarui headering.
Inbounded to Duarte. Strong take, fading away, puts it in.
That's a tough shot. I don't know what else you could do there if you're Colorado.
Deep triple by Duarte, rims out, kept alive. Estrada, Figueroa for 3, well short. Duarte amongst the trees, puts it down.
Much better offensive possession from the Ducks, too. That drop.
10-point lead for the Buffs. As we approach 8 minutes to go here in the second half. Duarte no good. 2-on-1 for Colorado.
Here of like, okay, how do we get a great shot every single time, and how do we handle their pressure?
Well, they turn it over right there. Duarte comes back with it and puts it in for 2.
That's what they're going to look to do here down the stretch.
Under 2 to play. Duarte pulling up and connecting. Chris Duarte. 1 minute to go. Duarte, no.
Part of their game plan.
No question about it. The Ducks have not really opened up the offense as of yet. Chris Duarte, deep range 3. And Duarte hits his first shot, a big 14-12 early here in the ball game. A steal, and the Ducks are out and moving. Duarte, can he make it 2 in a row? Yes, he can.
And that's where they really, really hurt you.
Will Johnson now getting some time for head coach Dana Altman, so he's going deeper on his bench. And Will Johnson, great note about him as Duarte fires up a 3 and hits. Will Johnson's grandfather, UCLA Hall of Famer, march up here. Duarte thought about it. Gets it right back. Deep one, tried to draw the foul, doesn't get it. Here come the Utes, trailing by. So Omoruyi's shot is thrown into the fan, less benches. Duarte, oh, beautiful play up and under for Chris Duarte. 8 points now. And you definitely want Timmy Allo on your Bark fantasy team if you picked him up. As we come up on the final 10 seconds, Duarte driving. Contact made, no foul called, and the ball will go over to the Utes. About 3 or 4 just gorgeous dimes tonight for the Utes.
He's doing a great job tonight taking care of his teammates.
Duarte just blows past Timmy Allen to pick up 2 more. So Duarte now, Rylan Jones drives. That ball knocked away. He hits the deck. Here comes Chris Duarte. Doesn't have the numbers. Thought about it. Jump step, Euro goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the green and gold. Had that 2-point lead. Completely different looking squad than we saw in the first half. Duarte open for the 3. That'll be up short. Carlson comes away with the rebound. The loss at Colorado and how he was like, well, we did score in the 70s. So is that a benchmark for the Ducks? They've got to get in the 70s. Duarte gets 2 more?
Yeah, it must be, because he was very adamant about saying that they had.
A little bit.
He did a really good job of changing Lawson's shot right there. And then you see Chris Duarte do his job. Plays a passing lane and finishes with the dunk in transition.
57-56, Utes by 1, 9.5 to play in this one. Duarte cutting back. Duarte did a nice job with a fake on Pello Larson.
And that was a set play, and Duarte
come away with it momentarily. Lawson corrals it. Estrada. Duarte thought he was going to get an alley-oop, up and in and 1.
He's unsure about their conditioning and their defensive connectivity. Not off to a good start are the Ducks.
Now the big story for Oregon, Will Richardson in the lineup for the first time this season. Now the Cougs 3 of 6 from deep.
And already 2 from DJ Rodman, who had come into this game struggling. Chris Duarte answers with the mid-range jumper, but DJ,
the practice gym, that's it. Richardson to the outside, 5 to shoot. Duarte off the ball fake, steps in on a 3, hits the side of the rim, and the follow from Omoruyi.
One for the freshman.
Chandler Lawson, sophomore, checks into the game. Oh, wow. How about Duarte?
Obviously put in work and time in the gym to work on that stroke. Number 24 is now becoming a 2-way player.
Is that offensive goaltending?
No question.
Yep. State senior. He leads the Cougars in scoring, and it's an 11-point lead on the road in Eugene as Duarte goes to work. And scores plus the harm. That's what you're missing.
Yeah. Double-digit scores, and arguably the 2 top guys who steal the basketball. Why did Chris Duarte shoot that shot right there? They were trying to go 2 for 1. 4 and 5 in Matthew Knight Arena. Go figure.
Could have fooled me on that. Here's a takeaway right off the hop, and Duarte to the rack. Well, that's a great start for Oregon. Had the turnover bug in the first half.
Practice as well. An ankle injury. He will not play. Josh Christopher, though, is playing. He was also injured in practice yesterday, but is good enough to go as Duarte hits the game's first shot.
But
not only did the Ducks lose Will Richardson, but 6 games in, they're soaring, surging center in Fali Dante, the peanut butter man from Mali.
He's out for the
eye for the ball. Just get it back on the next one.
Duarte, good defense by Jalen House, but Duarte able to work his way into the lane and score. That's 7 points and 3 of 3 shooting.
Keep adding new features all the time. Yes. Including coal production, which has gone way, way down, thank goodness, on the way to elimination. More than 50% are in the Hall of Fame. So chew on that.
Here's Duarte lining up another 3. It's good. He hasn't missed. He's 5 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 3.
Have you ever had a Cameroon, or is that a macaroon?
Duarte hits again. He's 6 of 6. 4 of 4 from 3-point line.
Please, the Sun Devils have to realize you can't mistake activity for achievement.
They're shooting 26% from the floor. Duarte's been perfect so far. That's his first miss. He was 6 of 6 prior to that. The Daily Wager is a real show.
I'm asking if you have watched it. It's a yes or no question. Please.
Here's Duarte again from up top. That's 2 straight misses by Duarte.
Got to capitalize here, Sun Devil.
Whether it was the home crowd or being on the road.
Okay, but we're well into the season now. You got to learn. And one of my great confidants and teammates, he asked me the other day.
Christopher was hurt in practice as well, but he's trying to give it a go tonight, although he has not scored in this game. 0 for 4 from the floor.
Ouch. Jalen Graham has got to catch that ball over the top. Please. But just a young player, a sophomore, local guy to the Valley of the Sun. And Jalen Graham's just one of those guys with unlimited potential. And that's why it's please. I miss going to Eugene. I miss seeing Ken Babbs and Mountain Girl standing on the banks of the Willamette River. Quack. Standing a hot.
So many scoring opportunities for other Pirates.
Well, what both of these teams are missing from a year ago with, you mentioned Miles Powell, of course, Peyton Pritchard gone from Oregon. Hall was down 9 at one point in this first half. They've gotten right back in it as the half has moved on. Some terrific defensive play. Dylan on Wednesday as well, and then finally heated up toward the latter stages of the first half and ended up having a terrific game as Duarte knocks down another one. Triple. He could do something with it, has it taken away. Duarte spots for another 3. Missed this one.
He had pretty much a
started by Molson. Kicks it across to Duarte. Duarte from the corner, 3-pointer.
Great unselfishness again.
The 2 attempts he's had tonight. 11-point advantage for Oregon, the largest lead of the night for the Ducks. Duarte, the runner off the glass. Well, the degree of difficulty. What's even more amazing to me is in regards to Mamu is not just that he's only made 2 baskets, but he's only had 5 shots.
Yeah, he just hasn't been aggressive enough to find shots. Now, you got to Pac-12 coaches watching this game are saying, "Are you kidding me?"
Duarte with the exclamation point.
Well, what a bounce back.
Brown has it taken away. Dante with the takeaway. Amari Hardy up the floor. Duarte open 3. It's good. Chris Duarte makes it back-to-back 3s for the Ducks, who take. Quick math tells me that's 6 for 9 on the season for Mark Smith.
Good work.
Yep, thank you very much. Thank Rob Sims, our stats guy, who did the math for me, as Chris Duarte lays it in off the timeout, and Oregon back go. Rebound to Hardy. Terry wanted to skip to Duarte, couldn't get it there. Now Duarte open for 3, and he'll hit. Oregon within 2 is Chris Duarte. Points off turnovers tonight for Missouri. Terry from the corner. Here's Duarte. He's had the hot hand for the Ducks. Can't get this one to go. And good position by Jeremiah Tillman to get the box.
Tougher with the ball. You got to handle it. And you got to not turn the rock over.
Hardy in the corner finds Duarte. That three falls. It helps to have a guy like Duarte start to get hot with the TJ Otzelberger system down there, so he decided to look for a different place and found it at Oregon as Duarte on the drive. Won't get it to go, but the tip try there for Omoruyi. He's got 17 in this ball game tonight. Oregon trying to find some sort of answer. Duarte in transition into the paint, left it short, and the rebound to Drew Smith. Push ahead quick.
The T word, tough. I mean, that's how Cuonzo Martin's team play. And this team checks a lot of the boxes to make some noise this year.
Oh, nice hands by Omoruyi with a bucket and the foul. Drew Smith trying to bounce it through all kinds of traffic. Tough pass that it's taken away. Terry to Duarte. Duarte, the finger roll at the rim is good. There's still time. 2:08 to go, and Oregon's within 8. And that'll die on the back iron as Williams gets the rebound. Oregon within 8. Duarte for 3. Oregon within 5. 45 seconds to go. And this back year for the Pac-12. This Oregon team will be very good by season's end. Duarte on the drive, uncontested to the rim. 78-73. Oregon. Missouri just continuing to hold off Oregon. 7-point advantage. Here's Duarte, contested 3 off the heel, long rebound pulled down by Drew Smith, and there's a foul.
Casey Jacobson, Elise Woodward with you here. As the Oregon Ducks and the Cal Bears both bring some winning streaks on the line. That's Duarte missing on the 3 ball.
Good things are going to happen if you do that.
There's a lot of trees on this floor there.
There is.
Duarte, pretty spin move and the finish.
A terrible defensive start for Cal.
And that is Lawson onto the floor for the Ducks, pulling down the board. Duarte. Foul called underneath, and by the reaction, it looks like it's all.
That opportunity for Kelly.
No good for Estrada. Duarte right there, can't get it to go. Battle for the boards. Kelly slamming it down. Oregon on the run. Estrada slicing the lane, handing it off to Lawson, who can't do anything. Here's Duarte, and he nails it.
He was shot ready for about 5 seconds. He was in a mental part of this. Even the best shooters struggle with confidence every now and then.
Figueroa going baseline, kicking it out to Duarte. Touches every part of the rim, but won't go down.
Energy for a full 40 minutes, but that's what coaches want. They want perfection. And that was just energy all over the place.
Duarte trying to nail the 3. Can't do it. Looks like Lawson being held. And the Oregon Duck football team, good luck to them as they play in the Fiesta Bowl day after tomorrow and take on Iowa State. And the Ducks
came so close.
On the extended pressure, and Oregon not able to get into their offense until 20 on the shot clock. You don't need an offense when you do that, though. Chris Duarte stepping back and drilling. That was look out. Bradley got the shot off, but too much on it. And the Ducks trying to add to their 6-point lead, and Duarte back-to-back threes and says, I got hit.
7 from 3, they certainly need him to spread the floor.
A grad transfer out of Penn. Duarte rises and fires, smooth as it comes.
Hey, why don't you guys come up and play? That's the world we're living in right now. Get in when you can.
Duarte looking for his 4th 3 of the second half, and he drills it.
The glass first, and the Cardinal up 2-0. Jaden Dallaire getting a start in place of the injured Dejon Davis as the floater missed by Chris Duarte.
To being on the road, Roxy. These guys really haven't been home. They haven't played a home game yet this year. They've only lost twice this whole year. Both times
Chris
down
Duarte
in North
gets the Ducks on the board.
Both the piano, live and in person. And
are you sure you weren't there? Your memory seems to recall it beautifully. Chris Duarte in the layup.
I wish I were there.
Is Bill, and he missed inside. Chris Duarte the rebound. Here comes Oregon.
Oscar, who speaks 6 languages, I wonder how you say make a shot in Latin. Who's playing again? Tuesday night?
Well, we have Stanford and Oregon right now. Oh, but you on Tuesday.
That.
North Carolina and Miami. And then Kansas, where Jared Haas played, is going up against TCU.
Roxy, the other
Inside
night,
11 minutes to go.
At the USC-Colorado game, which Colorado, one of the great victories ever. Not quite as great as Van Cliburn's win in Moscow in '58, but talent in the entire Conference of Champions. They did not listen to the music play. How does the song go? I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. And what great teams, great players do, they establish themselves. They come
December 21st. They were supposed to play Oregon State Thursday night, but that was postponed and rescheduled for Monday because of a positive COVID test within the Oregon State program as Chris Duarte ends the drop.
Number.
Reevney is 22 for USF.
Okay, so Chris Duarte in transition. That's a beautiful jumper there. Man, it's just not going down.
Inside.
Alzaga with 44. I want to see all the Conference of Champions teams play Mark Few's teams on a regular basis, not just Washington.
Chris Duarte missing a three.
So a little bit of assertion of some sort of control, but the court is just not...
Duarte missing the three, like tonight.
But, well, no, I've got a virtual reality headset here that actually puts me into, oh, beautiful Duarte.
Chris Duarte right gliding to the hoop.
So but Oscar has not had the control and impact that he has had so much of this year, clearly having his best season.
Chris Duarte had a good look.
With the stand for the positive, you know, at every moment in life, being parents, being husbands, being family guys, coming from
Chris
small
Duarte
down.
three.
This is deja vu. Beasler, strength and conditioning coach for the Ducks on this day when we celebrate National Personal Trainer Awareness Day and Appreciation Day. And right now,
Oregon taking their time. A strong second half for the Ducks as Chris Duarte attacks. +1, Chris.
Well, their stars were just better. LJ, Duarte, and then Eugene
23 for Chris Duarte.
I've been very impressed with these two teams the last 2 days breaking down film. The individual pieces are good, and collectively, man, they really play a good brand of ball.
There's Chris Duarte, who has become a... Ducks by 2, 4 minutes gone by.
That was the first 360 spin pass I've seen this year. Very well done.
Duarte connects again, so 3s per game.
Yeah, leads the league in steals. He just does it all, 5 and white, and is lethal in transition as a scorer.
Good defense, though.
Hunter goes to March. I'm working with Dave Pash in the Pac-12.
All right, speaking of the SEC, because, you know, everybody's tried to dissect what is going on with Kentucky as Duarte continues his hot start. He's 4 from the floor in over 6 minutes, yet they're tied with Arizona because they got off to that hot start. Duarte. And there's Kepnong with the slam.
You know,
they're having very good NBA careers. Boucher, one of the most improved players in the NBA this year with Toronto. Here's Duarte, a step back three on the money to tie it at 33.
I'm not sure what the message was, but it was loud and it was clear. I don't think he was really impressed with the fight that they brought out of the locker room to start the second half. And you consider this their last game of the season. Yes. and I'm pretty sure Duarte will be right-handed the rest of this game.
That's true. He certainly was on that shot as he's...
Just kind of a random ball screen offense right now by Oregon. Just moving yourself, moving the ball. A little bit of sprint one way. Soft. Them offensively as switchable parts as well. And they just play a really good brand of basketball with a future pro 5 in white and Omarui who
on the floor. He really is a gravitational force as a transfer from St. John's. And a good fit with the length, the versatility. That's an example of threes. One of the highest volume shooting teams in the Pac-12. They're also first in terms of threes made per game at 8. Here's another one from Duarte and cannot hit. Jump ball can in terms of alignments, combinations of players, motivational methods, something to kind of snap them out of that invasion of the body snatchers. And maybe it's Chris Duarte taking over. 8 assists on 11 field goals for the Trojans already. Duarte, the response, bottom. Shot. Duarte, can he put his team on his back a little bit? We've seen it in the past. We've seen him just shoulder the scoring load, and Duarte starting to feel it from downtown himself. Yeah, we talked about not only shooting thus far, and as mentioned earlier, when he scores in double figures, USC is 15-2 on the season. Duarte taking over, can't get the bounce, rebound inside, Kepnon couldn't grab it.
We've seen him on the glass, but his length defensively in terms of the big block in transition. Good change of pace. We'd have a completely different game, but not to be the master of the obvious.
Duarte, good patience, good looking stroke.
Yeah, took his time, didn't.
Thrown away by Dasher. Here comes Williams. Duarte all the way, lay it up, body control, and he gets the three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, Chris Duarte shot.
Hardy turning against the Lee. Amari Hardy, UNLV transfer. Duarte puts it up over Dasher and knocks it down.
We can see Chris is dialed in here today.
3-1 action for Portland.
Yeah, Portland's extending their pressure a little bit.
Kick it outside to Duarte. That's the way you break that 1-3-1.
Well, you got to know where he is, though, Rich. You can't help off Chris Duarte. He's too good.
Figures to be better than the one that went 1-15 in WCC play last year. Duarte. But Ali in what Chick Hearn would call the popcorn machine. Hits the three.
The popcorn machine.
103 points.
In one game?
In one game. He hit 23 three-pointers.
That's putting in some serious work.
Duarte misfires. Adams has it. Yeah. 2 to shoot. Duarte puts it up over Ali.
Chris tried to hit Ahmed with his own.
Hardy against Adams.
I'll tell you one thing I hated, Rich, was playing against small guys, man. I'm looking at Chase Adams.
Put back up and in by Luke Ward.
That's a nice read. It's a guy named Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues.
And every time you dribbled the ball, he was right up underneath your dribble looking at you, man, looking up at you.
5'5", right?
5'3".
5'3".
Tiny.
Points and 10 rebounds in a team debut. Michael Beasley for K-State in 2007. Cole Anthony for North Carolina last year. Duarte hits his 4th three of the game. And Eugene Omoruyi for the Ducks.
Just looking to build his stats.
And you know what Altman always says in the shoot-around is Duarte has himself another steal all the way in, jams it home.
Yeah, Chris is just dialed in offensively and defensively, Rich. He's had a great ball game here today. Knocking down threes, getting steals. Look at Figueroa.
The lob to Duarte, tips it back up and in.
Portland needs a timeout, Rich. They need a timeout. This is really getting out of hand.
Backing down Dante, and right through the fingertips, a high pass. Pirates couldn't hold on. Duarte corrals it and is able to put it through.
Couple turnovers, and Oregon takes advantage. He's like Vinnie Johnson, the microwave. It's going or it's not going. He is not bashful.
Duarte gets an open window to heave one up, and he hits.
This Duarte shooting the ball very, very well. He came in for UW to stay in touch early, and they've done that.
Duarte, very contested three, front iron.
Yeah, not a good shot. That was more like the way he shot the ball last year.
Under 10 to shoot. Duarte gets pinned in. Tough three. What a shot in the closing seconds of the first half.
Duarte's so far this year from downtown.
He's got a game-high 14 now. Duarte fading and hits.
Adjustment there by Dana Altman. We didn't see Chris too much in that.
Dante backing down on Roberts. Duarte changes position. And a foul. Looks like that'll go against Steve. Omoruyi back on the floor for the first time in a while. 3 fouls. Duarte hanging against Roberts. And Wright pulls down the board. He's been busy on the glass. That's his 6th.
That'll kneeling or sitting in front of the scorer's table.
Huskies have missed their last 4 shots. A scoring drought pushing 3 minutes. Duarte a 3. Omoruyi and Soren the foul.
Now.
Duarte corner 3. They don't close out fast enough. He gets a clean shot up and misses.
Here we go. One shot. One and
lob.
LJ Figueroa. I thought Duarte threw that too high.
Incredible, deserving competitor.
That's Eric Williams and Eric Williams. So here's Oregon coming back after.
They've all been going to Oregon of late. And Duarte, he's just taking it now.
Kick back out and Figueroa. So it's down to 11, and I think human nature, everybody.
An ACL in late December, and here they are with a chance, if they win their next 2 games, to win the Pac-12 regular season title. Good pass by Duarte to Figueroa, and Oregon ties it at 24.
Well, they're not going to win it.
Duarte, good matchup there with Ethan Thompson. Will Richardson. Floater rolls home. By the way, was on Silva his first. Duarte with the steal. Dish. Figueroa with the jab.
Picture perfect press, and then the uncensored shot goes up. You've got to block out. That's going to be key for the Beavers. They can't give them second chance opportunities.
What a bounce pass to Lawson from Duarte, showing the full game there. First of all, Coach, how many guys open? Tipped up by Silva. Here come the Ducks.
That was one of the few poor possessions we've seen offensively. They had a nice little rhythm going.
And a three-pointer for Eric Williams. Timeout taken by Oregon State.
We talked about the Ducks, being so good from 3. They just haven't been able to get multiple stops and kills.
The jam by Lawson off a nice dish.
What a patient team of just...
Here they're eliminating 11 of them, going down to 25 for financial consideration. And when Stanford starts talking about financial consideration, throw it down one time. Now that is...
LJ up with a steal for the Ducks. How about this for Figueroa? He's 2 for 5 shooting, but he's already got 10 rebounds, and Omarunyi gets the jam off the lob, and a free throw to come.
Duarte drives against Bouye, just underneath, laid up and in by Wilson. That's what Duarte does. He creates havoc.
But you just can't take your eye off as they're down 14 here.
Duarte kick it back outside Lawson. Tees up an open 3. Drains it. Chandler Lawson's first 3.
He got his feet set and got his shoulders.
And now here's LJ Figueroa.
I tell you, Shun is one of the best big men I've seen at hedging out on screens, Rich. I mean, he jumps out like he's jumping out the bushes about to rob you.
Figueroa hits.
After that performance he had against Colorado, everybody knows what he's capable of, so teams are starting to pay attention to him.
There's a great pass by Duarte, and Omarunyi takes his time and slams it home.
Yeah, 2 Utah foot.
Eugene Omarunyi, a 3. We have a 1-point game. Second throw.
Mistake.
Corner 3, LJ Figueroa.
Some teams will have the opportunity to get a lot better quick, though. I think all in all, it's a positive. Here's Dante against Desir. Well, jump hook by Folly Dante. Now, if he gets that part of his game, the coaching staff. Williams fake, and then puts it up from 10 feet and gets the bucket.
That's a solid back. Yep.
Williams hit one of those earlier from that spot and rattles this one home. Rick Williams Jr. with 11 points.
That's how I know him. I didn't know him in Lawrence, Massachusetts. I didn't know him.
Here's Lawson. What a move by Lawson. Great looks by Duarte. Boy, we've seen Duarte do everything, Bill, whether shooter.
Guy loves to fly drones, writes code. Big Frank, that guy's got an incredible career ahead of him. Throw it down.
Right on cue. Oh, my goodness. Look, point Arizona lead. Omarunyi trying to work against Tubelis. Here's Duarte.
Great defense by the Wildcats.
Omarunyi hits a 3. He's got 16 points. That's his second.
Create something for your teammate.
Here's Akinjo. Gets down the lane. Omarunyi missed it. Duarte with a rebound, looking to push. Ahead to Figueroa. Hits a 3.
Patrick's Day, he was 18 for 34 from beyond the arc. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, game-winning shot against Arizona was huge, too.
That's a pretty big stick there by Terry. Rebound. The lead is 3 for the Oregon Ducks.
Skip pass, Williams, short corner, you bet.
Yeah, Omarui wanted the ball in the block and was calling. Yeah, Eastern sticking in that zone, even though they are down by 10.
7 on the shot clock. Williams, the lefty. Oh, it's way too early to say dagger, but...
Figueroa. Now to Duarte, 7. Dishing underneath, and there is Chandler Lawson, the sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee.
What a dime. They're drawing the deep.
Turned over by the Buffs. Lawson for 2 and a foul.
That
at the game. That's why they're up 8 points right now.
Duarte in the ring. He drives on Cullen Larson. It's cut off. He kicks it out to Williams, and he buries the 3.
Williams with a nice left hand. Carlson got relegated to the bench, and he's doing a really good job on the defensive end.
Williams has come up huge for the Ducks as he buries.
From inside the arc, they're really struggling.
They are 3 of 15 from 2, the Cougars, and 6 of 11 from 3 tonight. Try to make sense of that as Omarui splashes one in. As behind the play, DJ Rodman is in some discomfort. He looked like he got hit up high. Ducks drain a 3. They'll count the basket as Rodman.
It comes from working with Evan Van Beesler, the great strength and conditioning coach for the Ducks. It's get right in somebody's face and just jump up over the top of them.
Good pass by
Eugene.
Duarte to Eugene Omaruyi's from 4 on 3. Wide open is Martin, but can't knock it down.
Has Remy made one of those yet tonight?
He's 0 for 3 from 3, and then a basket on the other end. That was a big board considering that Arizona State's got a little momentum right now with Remy Martin getting hot. He's got 14 points. From way out, the 3 goes. LJ Figueroa from deep.
It's going to be morning somewhere, particularly where I am.
Here's Duarte, just missed his only third miss of the game. Nice pass to Chandler Lawson inside. Sophomore from... I mean, it's not. They don't just have freshmen. They have Remy Martin. They have Remy Martin, who is one of the best seniors in the country.
When was Duke's last championship? What year?
The point is,
Duarte on the bounce, drives it in, feeds, and the finish. The big fella and Folly Dante.
Well, Duarte did an
by Kale. Mama really hasn't had many touches. Nicely done, and Omarui gets another basket.
You get a lot of different Ducks that can play with.
Nice shot fake in the dish. Finds the open man, but he kicks to the wing now for the 3. How about Eugene Omarui? He has some kind of after trailing by 10 in the first half. Kick, shot fake, steps in for the 2-pointer and nets it. Amari Hardy. The senior out of Dubai to come in as a transfer. I'd probably never had any of these other
Maybe
great
that's
players.
what it is. I set the tone.
And speaking of Omarui, there you go.
Man, he got a good feel in the block.
Samuel in double figures now with 11.
He's got potential.
Terry, the freshman, got it.
Man, has he played well.
Not letting that technical stop him from voicing his displeasure on that no call.
I don't blame him. I thought that was an easy foul.
And Omarui with the uncontested shot at the
clutch scoring and all that, but just entering offense and getting things organized, really something you miss.
Lawson on the baseline. Nice turn, and the shot falls for the sophomore Chandler Lawson. 2 points in his Oregon debut. And now pressure takes the ball away. Duarte, the no-look pass and a 2-hand hammer for Chandler Lawson. And here come the Ducks with Uri. Last Oregon lead was 10-9, 4 minutes into this ball game. Inside, it works to Omarui, and Omarui with a career-high 25 points. He put 71-58 Missouri, enjoying the lead with 5:35 to go. Omarui for 3. That one falls. He's got 28. What a debut.
Lawson, who set him up with a beautiful feed right on his hand. 4-on-1 fast break. They go to Williams and the easy 2 from the offhand layup for Eric Williams Jr.
Mathurin got caught in the air. Creasa puts it on the floor. He scored 6 points in the first couple minutes of the game. Duarte, great look down court. Figueroa has it blocked by Mathurin, but they're going to count it.
One is might be 6 feet tall. You have to have that floater at this level and at any chance to go on to the next level.
He's averaging 22 points per game over his last 4. Transfer from Georgetown, but
I mean, first of all, you know, on-ball defense is where you level off the angles, don't allow those direct drives, dribble penetration, but then the help has to be there.
Both sides have really utilized that transfer market to grab talent and integrate them pretty seamlessly into the lineup, similar to LJ Figueroa.
A great example with in terms of his temperament, his bearing on the court, just a cool customer, and gifted in terms of the ease that he plays the game with.
Figueroa, another 3-ball. Gonna have to start right now with just under 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the goal here is to go on a run and get it under double digits. No easy task. But the next time out, that's the way to get started with the 3-ball tonight. As they continue to hang around and have an opportunity to cut into that deficit.
Figueroa's been the hot hand. He stays hot. LJ Figueroa buries it.
NBA Finals twice in 3 years.
Yep.
Pistons and Bulls. And of course, you played against Terry Porter for 7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 seasons, yep, after he left Portland.
Omarui hits the 3, his 9th of the...
And a good performance against Seton Hall. Here's a turnover. Duarte, 2-on-1. Figueroa the flush.
Thank you, Dylan. We brag on you, and you do something good right there on the defensive end.
Under 2 minutes.
Look out.
Lawson gets a free throw.
That's too easy. I think it's Samir Wright.
Amari Hardy in the game for the Ducks. Chris Duarte lost it going up. Transition. Alonzo Verge raises in and ties the game.
Keep a running tab on Lucas and Gianni Hansen because they have to be huge.
First points of the night for Lucas.
Not good enough. Reichel with the fabulous penetration here. A left-hander along 3, and LJ Figueroa is 22, just a couple weeks shy of being 23.
And that's where I was, exactly my point, Bill. It's perfect in that.
Beautiful.
Nice drive. Trying to make it 7 straight points. Nope, going to kick it out and throw it to Dana Alder. It's been a while since Dana made a 3. Hey, by the way, some other 4 years.
Shooters, Jaime Hawkins, Johnny Juzang, and also
you'll think of it, that was a 3-minute monologue, and we're underway from you.
And these Ducks have been superb here. Nobody in the 10-year history of this Matthew Knight Arena, no conference opponent has had a winning record.
Cal having passed Riley, missed the layup, ball batted out to Williams. Here's Duarte, and his pass is picked off. Duarte's turned the ball over 3 times. He does have 6 points, but 3.
That, Rich, we call that gang rebounding. A shot goes up, they're trying to clean the glass and get it and go.
Duarte. We got a foul. And that's on Duarte. Omarui saves it. Letitia has it. Needs to have some numbers, but they slow it down.
It's up the block.
Duarte drives past Thompson, and another hooking foul called against Duarte.
Well, that's the one thing, if I'm nitpicking.
Going in a hurry. Now, the bad news for the Bears, you know, they haven't shot it well, and Bradley hasn't scored, but the good news is they're only down 6, you know. Not like they're completely out of it. It's only a 6-point game.
Yeah. Business. He began his career with the Penn Quakers.
That's impressive.
Yes. He will go on to do great things in the business world.
Yeah, you bet.
And so Cal will get the back.
Duarte really shifty. Takes it in, hangs in the air.
Great defense.
And a traveling violation. Came down with it. Good defense by Samba Kane.
He hung in the air on that one, Rich. That was absolutely gorgeous.
Coonan turns it over. 3-on-2 for the Ducks. Duarte turns it over.
Yeah, Chris wanted to throw that ball to Figueroa, but he didn't realize Khalil Shabazz is right there.
Cord. Duarte turns it over. That's 3 turnovers in the last minute or so for the Ducks. At the other end, Shabazz put it up and in. And it's an 8. And now LJ Figueroa. The Ducks have 4 players who have scored 1,000 points in their career, and the Ducks turn it over. They turned it over 14 times against Colorado on Thursday. That's Timmy Allen.
Yes, sir.
And the Ducks turn it over for the second consecutive possession, the 3rd time in the game.
Yeah, a couple bad passes by Chris.
Here's Duarte, tried to lob it to Lawson, didn't get much on it, hit the bottom of the rim and pinballed back down.
It was a good idea, but Martinez saw that all the way.
Behind to win.
That was one of the best performances I've seen all season. He was absolutely phenomenal. That's a great job defensively, drawing offensive foul from Chris Duarte by Alfonso Plummer. He's working out there, Rich. He is
considered the top 100 player in the nation coming out of high school in 2017.
Oh, good hands by Timmy Allen.
Speaking of liking his game, I know you love you some Tim.
A tie-up as Chris Duarte goes to the deck, and the arrow goes to about 17 seconds to go. He hit the game-winning 3, and there he pulls up for a 3 in transition. Chases down his own miss, and then Oregon turns it over.
Yeah, right now for Colorado,
this is a 3.
Pace is so fast, I couldn't pay off the USC point, Roxy. That USC is a challenge because they hit their free throws only at 65%, and that's a question.
And his man beat him on that.
Here's Luke War. Try to dish it off to Duarte. Out of bounds to Florida A&M. The Ducks turn it over for the 5th time.
Game so far this season has a really good pace. Despite the lack of size, he lives in the paint.
Duarte traveled.
Arizona, Tubelis has 20 points now. He averages just 11 per game.
Well, he's worked his way to that.
Ball knocked away by Brown and a turnover. Arizona can reach.
Omoruyi. There's the double. Duarte loses the ball out of bounds. Unlucky there. That was a good idea. And that was Omoruyi's feet like that? No kidding. I think we could have a D in spot or I mean, that's a big guy that can move.
Look at that hustle play. That is an awesome job by Jacob Groves.
Williams thought about a 3, back to Duarte. And the ball stolen by Wright. Heading to the rim and blocked by Duarte. The foul is good. Estrada, who just checked in, back to Duarte. And a turnover.
There's just not a whole lot of moving with intention from the Ducks so far in this.
Converts at the other end. Good to see him on if you're a Utes fan, because he only had 5 points in Utah's last game of loss against USC, and already with 6 here in the first half. Under 3.5 to go. Ducks down by 10 at the half. Duarte with the ball, going one-on-one with Timmy Allen. Beautiful spin to the inside. Nice defense. Knocked away, almost taken away again. And Timmy.
And an Oregon team that is just trying to find their footing, trying to keep pace atop the Pac-12, 3rd in the standings entering the day.
And Dana Altman, the head coach for Oregon, we talked to him. He said normally he'd love to.
This in and out of the hands of Agidi. And the Ducks on the break. Duarte is throwing it off the side of the rim wildly, trying to connect in the corner. Spots up. Brick, but another offensive board. Jackson, no. And then Duarte pulls it down, but he gets called for a travel.
And he had 25 points. That helped.
And it is a different team. This Washington State team. They've
you could say,
it.
Oregon had Peyton Pritchard, which also helped.
Yeah. Well,
Dana Altman launched from Eric Williams. He's like the big guy. He hasn't played in a long time.
How about that defense by Martin against Duarte, poking it away? Normally, that's Duarte doing that.
Chicago 7 that's out on Netflix right now. Speaking of drafts.
Duarte lost the ball. Holland Woods with the takeaway, although I think it was forced initially by Jalen House.
A daily wager deal.
Correct.
Okay. Now I got that straight.
All right, so let's get to the question, which I've been trying to for the last minute. All right, Arizona State. Bill, they were supposed to be a team that could challenge.
Obiago is already impacting this game at the rim.
Tried to lob it in for Duarte, and both teams struggling a little bit to find their offensive rhythm. Long to play in the first half. Terrific effort on the save, but saves it right into the hands of Seton Hall, and they've got the numbers for Roden, and he missed the dunk.
Ratio on the season. They have not taken care of the rock. It's hurt them here in the first half.
And there's an Oregon turnover, the 8th for the Ducks. It's not been the cleanest played game. And Obiagu goes out to defend. Throws it out of bounds is Duarte.
Right idea.
They're coming in, they're playing, they're going to the hotel, and then they're coming right back.
And the biggest thing is these guys just want to play.
That's been the hardest part for these teams. There's Bruce Rasmussen.
Linebacker, but he has the feathery touch. That's what's like, it's confusing to me how he's such a good shooter.
I'd say Justin Wilcox might say, hey, he could help us maybe the running back spot.
Seriously. Feel like there was a little bit of wind out of the sails for Cal.
Duarte losing control of it. Bradley there, and he's on the run. 1-on-2 situation. Duarte not.
Kind of a Jason Tatum, like he can do so many things, but man, it's hard to pass on a kid with Mobley's length and speed and athleticism. Kind of a young Anthony Davis. Flo was right.
Yes.
8 feet 11 inches tall. Guinness Book of World Records tallest man. And Chandler Lawson's arms would fit really well on Robert Wadlow.
Turnovers, that is a season low. They shot over 50% from 3. And they out-rebounded Arizona by 8, a team that has dominated just about everybody on the glass. The Ducks are playing long.
All above 10 points per game. There is Duarte, great shot maker, but that time a little miscommunication in the corner. Tajidi has been dominant to start.
Yeah, the catch and shoot.
Why not? With the night that he's had so far, but can't hit there. He's got 24 points as Duarte lost it initially and then does throw it away. Peterson, lob it up. Oh, slam it down. Evan Mobley.
Score with 14:48 left here in the second half, and it's been almost 9 minutes since their last field goal. Duarte turns it over. Ducks have turned it over now 13 times.
Jones, Oregon better, but they're not defending nearly as well as they did in the first half.
And thrown away. Yes, it is. Omoruyi trying to save it.
They can't afford plays productive for Dana Altman's Ducks.
Hey, man, that head of hair comes into your living room. You can't say no to that. Duarte has to go right off his face. Raekwon Battle with the left hand, too strong.
That's what the Huskies were last year when Quade became academically ineligible. 11-4 with the win over Baylor, another win over USC, and another turnover for the Ducks.
Quade Green is...
This is a real team of what Dana Altman has done. Wayne Tinkle and the rest of the coaches are all chasing them down.
And how about the length there? Duarte flying in there to block the 3.
Surgery, but he's back and playing like he did last year. Preseason, first team Pac-12.
Well,
and the block by Duarte.
The fact that won the game by 40 points.
Duarte missing,
limping down. Michael O'Connell delivering.
And Duarte with the block. What a recovery by Chris Duarte.
Where's Casey Jacobson to get a defensive rebound?
Now, they're not going to show up, but De Silva, they missed those 7 rebounds right now.
Look at that.
There's
pass.
The follow. James Keefe.
It's a great pass.
But next 4 games, at least on the schedule as of right now, are on the road to finish the season. Games could be added. Duarte with a block against Carlson, the 6'6" guy, blocking the 7-footer.
How about that?
Chris Duarte.
Evan Batty inside. Powers his way up, swatted by Duarte, and then picked up by Dallas Walton, who will get
to shot it well. McKinley Wright is always a danger on the high screen and roll.
Here he goes. Inside, and Evan Batty has a shot swatted by Duarte.
Had a couple good big man passes when I played a season there.
5 to shoot. Reeves drives against Figueroa. Shot blocked by Duarte. Here comes Hardy. Moraine getting a hand in there.
And nice move here, going to the left hand, blew the shot. Boy, he had a point blank range attempt there, but he couldn't finish. And now in
Great
transition,
team defense. This is what you do defensively. LJ makes the
single coverage, steps through, rims out. That's one he'd like back. Yeah, I put his hand in the air like, what? Oh! Oh! Duarte! He throws it away. Yeah, he thought that he had Figueroa on the baseline, but the defense was there. Venters disrupted. Duarte had something to say about that.
Three, back to Duarte. And the ball stolen by Wright. Heading to the rim and blocked by Duarte. The foul is good for Parquet. Schwartz trying to use contact. Couldn't get it to go. Then Duarte with a nice defensive play against Batty. Batty fights for it back, and he's getting...
But to your point, Bill, it's going to be interesting because, you know, these two teams, as the three goes, and maybe out of reach now, 12-point lead, close to 2 minutes to go. You know, for a team like Oregon,
went through a coaching change at UNLV. Didn't really fit with the TJ Otzelberger system down there, so he decided to look for a different place and found it at Oregon as Duarte on the draw.
And also the baseball facility at Oregon named after Pat Kilkenny. PK Park?
It was Pat Kilkenny who hired Dana Altman.
39. You chronicled it, Bill. Their travels and dealing with the shutdown in Santa Clara County and what they've had to do just to keep this thing together and this team.
There's Clytus Griffith Jr. with it for Portland. Out of the corner, Michael Henn. Davis drives against Figueroa. Double teamed, lost it. Jalen Terry comes out of the pile with it. He's got Duarte on his left.
She's got a little bit of a hesitation move that's really, really sweet.
Started 30 games last year as a freshman. Then had a shot blocked by Duarte. Blocked by Duarte again.
First half for the Ducks.
And they haven't been able to get somebody in there to knock it down. I thought Omoruyi was going to be the guy.
Hardy gets it blocked by Duarte, rather.
Alonzo Verge way off on the three, but there's Jalen Graham on the weak side.
You know, missing threes, not getting 50-50 balls for that floater, high arc. Just didn't go in.
Holland Woods lines it up, and a three.
You think we'd ever see a game like this played by Arizona State? They're always going up and down.
Shot clock at 10. Holland Woods, another three.
They do.
Remy for three. There it is, Remy.
It's a real team of what Dana Altman has done. Wayne Tinkle and the rest of the coaches are all chasing them down.
And how about the length there? Got to get out of it. Does to Lucas.
Get the ball over the line, please.
Quick catch and shoot.
Critical in terms of the ultimate overall standings. Bruins trying to get something going offensively to the basket, but this Oregon defense is so good. This year it was just an absolute mess with COVID and the lack of preparation, all the injuries. Will Richardson, Dante,
Charles
Bernard. I haven't seen Villanova play a good game this year. Every time I watch the Big East, it's like this is like the top basketball.
And I'm with you. We got to be honest. We got to be fair though.
I am being honest.
Well, look, honest from your point of view isn't always reality. Is
Shakur Houston, Ducks grad transfer last year. Lucas creating his own shot and knocking it down, guarding the post. And now Reichel giving it off to Alatiche. Reichel open for three. He needs it. They need it.
I love hard cutters. I mean, casual cutters kill an offense. This team, they move, they pass, they cut, and they deliver.
Reichel, he knocks it down.
The winning ingredients. The coach can want it all he wants, but it's the players that win games.
That's three, doesn't go.
January 2nd, it was so one-sided that in the plus-minus rankings for the game, Stanford had
rest a few guys, you know, coming into Monday's game, but California, I think, you know, plays well at home. They got to come back and see if they can get a few shots down.
Bentley missed
better and better. And again, a good interior score that time by the Ducks. Now Bradley needs to start getting some of these down.
Ball caroms over to Bentley. Shot clock at 5 again. Cal really burning the clock down as Hyder launches a 3. Wants to play up in Eugene.
Yeah, Bradley needs to have a huge second half. We all know that. And I think the Bears are looking for him. Anticipate if he could get one down. He didn't score
in this game. Eugene Omoruyi, as Oregon continues to get better and better as this game goes on. Bentley with a 3.
Duarte went for the steal, didn't get it.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pass. Utah got lucky on that possession. Wow.
Buzzer beater by
Duarte.
Laurie Hardy in the game. UNLV transfer for the Ducks. Plummer for 3. That's his second. Look out.
This stage in his career. That's what he's looking to do. He's looking to attack the basket.
That might change, and there he goes, putting it up for 3 right on cue, Eldridge.
Yeah, just as a...
Plummer puts Duarte in the air, fires it up over Omoruyi.
And he recovers, still 10 to shoot. Here is McKinley Wright. Eli Parquet launches a 3. And Jariah Horn launching. And an air ball.
See if they can get inside the lane. What color are these jerseys now? I don't want to say gold anymore, Roxy. What color are these jerseys?
Yellow.
Oh, my, need some lights. Come on, tennis.
Can you imagine him trying to pass him at the net? Keyshawn Barthel puts Colorado into the bonus.
Tough shot.
Jariah Horn,
tough shot.
Way off, but bound last Saturday at Cal and 600 assists. He and Sabrina, the only 2 in the history of the Pac-12 to do that.
Yeah, and that shows you how good they've been and for how long they've been. That was funny.
Deshaun Schwartz, 3!
Pockets, let's play basketball.
That was Duarte that had the basket for Oregon. He scored 18 against Arizona State, all in the first half, and that was after an ankle injury kept him up.
Now, Dana Altman's concerned that he doesn't have enough depth to keep this up the entire game, but the mishandled balls for the Wildcats, nice, and another that they can score by themselves down low. When you double team needlessly, senselessly, that just creates offensive opportunities.
Cats, and they come in hot, winning 3 games in a row. Oregon has won 7 of 8, and their one loss during that stretch was a week ago against USC.
Have something extra about it? Man, that's a huge win for Duke, though. When you're the first 4 out, last day of regular season play, kind of feels like a must-win. Bam, something spectacular, Dave, to watch Bill Walton when he was doing what he was doing, man. Just the grace that he went around the floor.
Were not able to do against Arizona and ultimately cost them in their loss this weekend. Edey again. Oh, yeah. So 64-plus points this year. USC 18-1. The only loss was Saturday to Arizona. Mobley on the kickout. Edey again. Is he feeling it? Yes, he is. Those are the elements to good offense, but it also sets your defense. And right now, Oregon doing the opposite. 1 for 13 from the floor. The balance of being aggressive, but without forcing. By the way, Will Richardson, before that last time out, did pick up his second personal foul. And now, with the graduate transfer rule, as we see USC break the full court press, Edey going to launch one. Why not? With the Anderson looking for the counterpunch. Edey with a swing. Peterson for 3.
So Verge left it behind, dives for the loose ball. Jalen Graham floats through the key. Rattles out from Verge and Eugene. And anytime Arizona State threatens, Oregon has an answer.
The Harlan in the business.
You're dropping knowledge.
After Kevin Harlan.
Spinning Alonzo.
Going to 20 conference games. They will have played 116 out of 120. It's remarkable. Back and playing like he did last year. Preseason, first team Pac-12.
Well,
and the block by Duarte. By the way, they did call it double foul. So you were actually correct during the break. You said that was how they would officiate it. So it's the first rule that you've gotten correct all year.
So wins. Where's Casey Jacobson to get a defensive rebound?
Now, if they're not going to show up, but De Silva, they missed those 7 rebounds right now.
Look at that.
There's
pass.
the follow.
6 to shoot. Bouye goes to work against Duarte. Into the lane off the glass. Good move, Jamari Bouye. And comes out to pick up Shabazz. Coonan drives it in. What they do, they drive and kick. Hadn't worked so much tonight. Milstead's floater doesn't go. And Duarte reclassified to this year. Joined the Ducks in December. Going to be no high school basketball in Pennsylvania.
And that's what the big fella wants you to do. He wants you to settle for a jumper. Oh,
Plummer lost it out of bounds.
Oh, right there, yeah.
I have had a root beer back in 1981.
Deshaun Schwartz on the drive, has his shot blocked, and Chris
passes when I played the season there.
5 to shoot. Reeve drives against Figueroa. Shot blocked by Duarte. Here comes Hardy.
Florida A&M could knock down 2 threes. That's a way.
Reeves in deep, passes out of the double team. Spear with 6 to shoot. Duarte with another steal. He was 4th in the Pac-12.
Here going to the left hand, blew the shot. Boy, he had a point-blank range attempt there, but he couldn't finish. And now in transition defense.
Taken up in the air and to get a wide open lay-in. Tyler Robertson onto the floor now for Eastern Washington. Wow, how about that finish by Davison? He knew. Groves with a little help from Davison saying, Davison missed Groves wide open inside. Instead, finger roll is true for Rouse. Yeah. Jacob Groves. Davison, floater, short. I think Duarte got his hand on that.
It's a turnover ratio.
That was number 1 in terms of ways that he's improved. The other one was his shooting.
Off to Horn, back to right. Schwartz. Strong take, couldn't finish.
That's just so hard to guard. That's basically an isolation at the free throw line, and he has such a quick first step. And such a great finisher. That's what we're for. So I'm not surprised to see him play well tonight.
Rylan Jones lets it fly. Timmy Allen with the rebound. He's fouled almost immediately.
Mentality and a scorer's mentality. Shooters kind of wait for plays to develop, and scorers go get it.
It's already 3 offensive rebounds for Oregon.
Offensive end. Wow. Got to clean that up if you're a Duck.
Williams slicing into the lane. Pogo's.
It is. All their games have been postponed that you and I have been assigned to.
I had Oregon and Stanford. Please.
Well, that wasn't for ESPN, is it?
Everybody's standing in there. Oh, that's not something that you want to try at home.
No thanks. Bill, it's going to be interesting because, these two teams, as the 3 goes and maybe out of reach now, 12-point.
You're going to get teed up. And it's not the first we've seen in the college game this season because of that. As Mamukilishvili under 2 minutes to play. Advantage is 14, and Reynolds drives it to the basket to add to his.
Listed at 6'6".
Mark Smith going baseline inside. A lot of traffic. Ball tipped around. Duarte 4-39. Skip in the corner to Pickett. Driving on Duarte. That's an offensive foul on Pickett. His
place.
And also the baseball facility at Oregon named after Pat Kilkenny. PK Park.
It was Pat Kilkenny who hired Dana.
Duarte, first of all, a guy that can shoot the basketball like that, and then an older guy that just knows the game on both ends so well and leads the team. They're
Matherin got caught in the air. Creasa puts it on the floor. He scored 6 points.
Points out of Cade Cunningham last time I checked.
Oregon by 15. 90 seconds to go. Akinjo.
Get to see Isaiah Mobley in this game, and generally USC wins with those Mobley brothers. And what a drive as the C's part and a big time slip.
Yeah, you called that game, Rich, so you saw him live and in person. I just saw the highlights.
Isaiah Dasher on the drive. He had a great. There's Clytus Griffith Jr. with it for Portland. Out of the corner. Michael Henn. Davis drives against Figueroa. Double teamed. Lost it. Jalen Terry. Estrada trying to stay with him. Estrada wouldn't get in the air, so Ali passes it off. Adams. Woo! Teardrop off the glass.
Of Ducks.
And they haven't been able to get somebody in there to knock it down. I thought Omoruyi was going to be the guy.
Hardy gets it blocked by Duarte. 22 points in the paint out of the 33 total for Oregon. Battle driving, not normally his game.
Right there.
Stevenson.
off angle. Roberts is able.
Miller was so concerned about today was how this team from Arizona would handle the press. Nice.
Josh Green goes baseline, soars, and
to play against Pete Maravich.
He did. Gettings penetrating.
Moving out the ball, please.
Here's Green, shot clock down to 4. Green over Duarte.
Look at Zeke. Oh,
Mannion to the corner.
Whoa.
Timer at 5. Dylan Smith with 3. Penetrates into the lane. Can't get the shot.
Najee. Or 2.
Here's Josh Green. They fake it.
Nice.
Green drives, goes at the defender, and a whistle. A foul is called.
Here's Jalen Graham down low. And the rebound tip free and Travis Holland Woods hustling.
Competing again in the paint, Arizona State, this time offensive end.
Kamani Lawrence will get to the line. This
come down a little bit, but a big time flush. Whoa. From LJ.
He got up. As Remy throws it up and we'll get to the
low. He tries to get into the teeth of the defense anytime he gets it.
Largest lead for Oregon and a turnover for Arizona. Game with 4:40 to go, and you're really putting yourself out there.
Well, but here's the thing, Roxy, and you have to say this. Arizona State could have came here yesterday and not shown up.
Great defense by Reichel. You've got to stay closer. If you leave Duarte open like that, excellent post.
Nice entry, and Omarui comes over with the block. Alatiche with the ball here. And boy, nice move. And his so just finished Bill for the Beavers. 4 straight seasons, 500 or better, hasn't happened since the late 80s. End of Ralph Miller's run as a professional.
Well, you can't ask for more. If you're coming out to play the game, when they walk out on the court, you say, "Okay, we're going to get a good game."
Position, something most fans and I couldn't even intelligently explain it to you.
Well, it's called the triangle offense. To the rim, Matt Reichel doesn't he? A sad end.
Thompson in, Ethan.
Traveling violation. What a block.
Let's see. There's you, Lucas with the turn. No.
Oh, look at that.
Alatiche.
Video.
Otis Day and the Knights, the famous shout scene. Look at Omarui, almost picked that from Alatiche. Andela finishes. Yeah, and one.
Andela, who's been a huge star.
Muscle in, Andela doesn't get it down. Alatiche then.
Not on the team for UCLA. They're hoping to get him back at some point, but still out for personal reasons. That's big, given how important he is. Filling in for Riley in Las Vegas.
Okay, so
does that clear it up? Did I make that clear? Here's Riley, counted in back and playing like he did last year. Preseason, first team Pac-12.
Well,
and the block by Duarte.
Goes hand in hand with shot selection. I think he's really gotten better at that.
Especially the second half of this season. Reichel reverse lay it up and in.
That's a big time.
Living in the material world, please. Invest the time. It's out there right now. A spectacular culture.
UCLA.
I went there, but that was just on my own. I just hitchhiked up there, somehow got there. I can't remember.
Shocker. Here's Williams with
Bama game with you at Tucson.
I was wrong. You were right. My mistake.
I told you.
A steal for one instead. Omarui drives, misses the shot.
Great defense. Beautiful execution of the fast break. Now that's how you play Twins. Where's Casey Jacobson to get a defensive rebound?
Now, if they're not going to show up, but De Silva, they missed those 7 rebounds right now.
Look at that.
There's the follow.
That has huge impact on Player of the Year in the Conference of Champions. Because it would really help Evan Mobley's chances if they won the league. Been watering the seeds that allow the trees to grow. Stanford used to have the tree as their mascot. Oh, beautiful delivery.
Oh, Duarte smashes it as he's getting fouled by Jones. We saw him take a 3. We saw him go to the rim and lay it in.
Jalen Celestine with a rebound. He's an interesting story from the last game. He was 0 for 5 from the floor as Bradley missed the dunk, and that's just that defense out a little bit.
Got to get Bradley going if you're California.
He drew the defense. Hyder with 4 to shoot. That's a tough shot in traffic and a good finish. Oregon has not hit a 3 in this game, and they love to shoot the 3. Nobody makes more per game than Duarte, so the shot is blocked down low.
Not today.
We'll see if he brings it a little strong. Mark Fox respects the game. Mark Fox, the coach of Cal, wears that uniform. Here's a shot by
3 the other day. Batten extra pass to Alfonso Plummer. Rattles out. Rebound. Chun puts it back up and couldn't get the Pella Larson. Put back up and in by...
Oregon has to keep their eye on Plummer and not lose where he is.
Jump hook Carlson for the lead. Doesn't go. Richards.
Eli Parquet launches a three. And Deshaun Schwartz, the offensive rebound, put back and one for Deshaun Schwartz. Evan Batty inside. Powers his way up, swatted by... Evan Batty backs his way in. And it's...
Leads the conference in made threes per game.
Yeah, leads the league in steals too. He just does it all. I'm not sure how a guy with arms that belong on Robert Wadlow would miss one right at the rim.
Tubelis, nice catch inside by Koloko. It's a 6-point game midway through the second half. Running the floor is Tubelis. Good pass by Krisa. And a foul is called here.
Right, for Sean Miller in Arizona to know this is it. No Pac-12 tournament with that self-imposed postseason ban this year.
You want to get a shot on the rim. Those turnovers are empty possessions. Peterson finds the cutter. Finish inside, which creates a psychological momentum. Can serve as a catalyst. Mobley taking out all of Oregon, can't hit, but that's a quality that is really admirable about a program in sustained success.
Yeah, and Dana Altman year to year adjusts, adapts. You're looking at Mobley with the easy.
Jariah Horn launching. And an air ball.
About him at the beginning when he never showed up at home. They found out he was in the gym late at night working on that three.
He's just 18 years old.
As a redshirt junior here as a Duck. Love that. Racked up over 900 points at Duquesne. Those are looks that says that this is where he feels like he's had his home now. Sitting out last year and this year for Omaruri out there making a difference. Packet, Duarte, good hustle back to take away the angle. And he left the lane short. Rouse, nothing on the three.
Off to Horn, back to right. Schwartz. Strong take, couldn't finish.
Scorer at UNLV over 14 points a game, but they've asked him to be a facilitator. Tonight he comes off the bench.
Whoa! Since they beat Bakersfield back on December 21st. They were supposed to play Oregon State Thursday night, but that was postponed and rescheduled.
Well, we do know this about Oregon. They're not going to go away without a fight, right? We've learned that. Yep. The last 2 days, down double digits.
Tough shot. Well defended by Chris Duarte. And anytime Arizona State threatens, Oregon has an answer.
Don't ever fault the security people at the building.
There's you, Lucas.
No. Oh, look at that. But don't play clock if you're the Beavers. Attack.
And shoot it here. Malou has to get it up. And the reset for Oregon State. Figueroa guarding Thompson. And the ball lost.
Will Richardson right in the middle of every inspirational moment, because those Oregon-Arizona games, they are the classic history of the last 5 or 6 years. Offensively, and with Brad Underwood and with Frazier, that was absolute perfection last night. Skill, teamwork.
Mixed up in that screen defensively, but they are looking for Duarte. So if you're the Bears, you got to focus on him. And then this is what the guy.
6 to shoot. Bouye goes to work against Duarte. Into the lane off the glass. Good move. Jamari Bouye. And he's got.
There's a virtue, and it was on that possession.
What did John Wooden say? Be quick, but don't hurry. William.
reclassified to this year, joined the Ducks in December. Going to be no high school basketball in Pennsylvania. There, batted away by Carlson, chased down by Timmy Allen. 4 seconds. Double dribble on Allen.
And passes when I played the season there.
5 to shoot. Reeves drives against Figueroa. Shot blocked by Duarte. Here comes Hardy.
Jacob Groves. Davison, floater, short. I think Duarte got his hand on that.
Mentality and a scorer's mentality. Shooters kind of wait for plays to develop, and scorers go get it.
It's already 3 offensive rebounds for Oregon. Offensive end. Wow. Got to clean that up if you're a Duck. Williams slicing into the lane. Pogo's. That's already the 12th time this season he scored in double figures. Still got 4.5 to go in the first half.
Man, how? Being up against it, Bobby Hurley knows all about that. Just think back to his NBA career. High lottery draft pick.
You're going to get teed up. And it's not the first we've seen in the college game this season because of that. As Matt Mikhailishvili, under 2 minutes to play. Advantage is 14, and Reynolds drives it to the basket to add to his.
Well, Elise, you mentioned that Matt Bradley right here with the ball has been quiet. He's been silent. This is his first shot attempt of the second half.
Stuttering, stammering, spitting, stumbling, reclassification. That pretty much says that you're just done with high school and you're going straight to college, right?
And why not at this point?
Yeah, you called that game, Rich, so you saw him live and in person. I just saw the highlights.
Isaiah Dasher on the drive. He had a great.
Give it up at the foul line. Jaquez 10 to shoot, back to Smith. Got Duarte off.
10 points off the bench, Rich.
3 on the timer. Jones shot.
He's not going to stop shooting it, that's for sure.
That's a mark of a good shooter, isn't it? You had those nights, Eldridge.
Confidence, baby. You got to have it.
Or 2.
Here's Josh Green. They fake it.
Nice.
Green drives, goes at the defender, and a whistle. A foul.
The Harlan in the business.
You're dropping knowledge.
After Kevin Harlan.
Spinning Alonzo.
Ethan, get rid of it here. All right, late clock. Now Thompson will have to go.
That was a 3-minute monologue, and we're underway from Eugene. The Bruins.
What did we miss, please? We missed
17 back and playing like he did last year. Preseason, first team Pac-12. And the block by Duarte.
Shakur Houston, Ducks grad transfer last year. Lucas creating his own shot and knocking it down.
Wins. Where's Casey Jacobson to get a defensive rebound?
Now, if they're not going to show up, but De Silva, they missed those 7 rebounds right now.
Look at that.
There's the follow. Minutes to go. And a huge game for Stanford, fighting for It's postseason life. They obviously can win the Pac-12.
At least on the schedule as of right now, we're on the road to finish the season. Games could be added. Duarte with a block against Carlson.
Maddox Daniels back in the game. He can knock down three-pointers. He shoots 40%. That's a good shot.
McKinley Wright.
McKinley Wright is always a danger on the high screen and roll.
Here he goes. Inside. And Evan Batty has his shot swatted.
Florida A&M could knock down 2 threes. That's a way.
Chance with 6. Guarded by Duarte and an offensive foul. They play their best down the stretch.
And a player to watch with that in mind is Duarte. He comes alive.
Finds Yantani, crosses midcourt. Down to the final 3. Plumber, beautiful pass up and in as Mickey closed the game out nicely as well when the Ducks got it down to 3 or 4 points with just a minute or 2 to play. Knocked away. Ducks come away with it.
Bonza staring at the clock. Spots up from way downtown.
But this has been a back and forth half where it felt like Missouri answered. Another big shot.
Really difficult to rebound out of zones because you don't have proper matchups and guys are crashing the glass at weird angles.
Foreman calls his own number.
Just everywhere. Defensively, man, he could be my teammate any day of the week. You know that he's got your back.
Bentley thought he was open. Duarte closed.
Our lives is on full display here. It's going to be a spread game, Roxy, because the big guys are out. And finally, Dante for the Ducks. He's going to have to identify some of these Stanford players because it's like they're wearing black tank tops in their place.
And also the baseball facility at Oregon named after Pat Kilkenny. PK Park.
It was Pat Kilkenny who hired Dana.
Something extra about it. Man, that's a huge win for Duke, though. When you're the first 4 out, last day of regular season play, kind of feels like a must-win. Bam.
Need him healthy.
Absolutely, because Arizona was outstanding defensively, man, guarding that basketball. They got their butts down in a stance. They stick. Boy, in his prime, watching him play was. It was really something spectacular, Dave, to watch Bill Walton when he was doing what he points out at Cade Cunningham last time I checked.
Oregon by 15. 90 seconds to go. Akinjo.
On the interior in different ways as well to keep teams off balance. Anderson, did he get it off in time? Either way, those are the elements to good offense, but it also sets your defense. And right now, Oregon doing the opposite. 1 for 13 from the floor to use all of this clock. Edey on the drive. Lost it out of bounds.
Ducks.
And they haven't been able to get somebody in there to knock it down. I thought Omoruyi was going to be the guy.
Hardy gets it blocked by Duarte.
On the play.
Almost another turnover, 5 to shoot. Jules Bernard puts it on the floor, into the lane, gets his shot blocked by Duarte and
Change of pace, right? The unexpected.
Yes. Bernard, good hands and a good fit.
Because this could come down to a 1 or 2 possession game.
Okongwu inside. Has it stripped. Shakur Juice.
3 NCAA men's basketball championships. 12 of them still alive.
Wow, Purge doing work with the ball. Just couldn't hit the shot. Arizona State
in only 3 years
has been able to maintain.
Look at Verge.
Verge has it rejected. Pritchard tracks it down. Did you just call me? Hold on.
What was your name again?
No. You can't do that. You just got it right. Verge with the bucket. Count it. He'll go to the line to try to complete.
Holland Woods challenged in the block for Eric Williams.
Size just jumps off the page, doesn't it, of Oregon? It's not like they got...
Holland Woods, the pull-up, and the rebound. Chris Duarte looks to attack.
I think it would help if Oregon could push this pace a little. Get
one down.
RJ way more athletic than Earl. No offense, Earl, but RJ, big-time athlete. I wonder if Ashley could get him. Maybe we'll find.
I haven't seen Villanova play a good game this year. Every time I watch the Big East, it's like, this is like the top basketball in the country, please. Now, I like Alabama. I like Arkansas. Line across the right-hand side of the court to make a layup.
Bernard pulls up. Too strong. Rebounded by Duarte. Ducks looking to run again. Here's Richardson. Back and playing like he did last year. Preseason first team Pac-12.
Well,
and the block by Duarte.
The fact that this ball throughout the course of the game, and then they take advantage, they capitalize on those moments when it's right there up for grabs, and Duarte comes away with yet another ball. What a
they can put in there.
Well, they're so interchangeable, and each big does something different.
Ethan Thompson, first guy out on the floor today, a couple of hours before the game. He must have put up 500 shots.
And that's a daily occurrence. He just didn't.
Kinjo coming off a 26-point game against Washington over the weekend as Arizona won that one on a Tubelis three-pointer at the buzzer. So the defending regular season champs winning it last year, and they control their own destiny to win it again this year. Three-pointer is off the mark, and Oregon with momentum, an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes.
Yes, it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, Cade Cunningham is a generational type player. Kind of a Jason Tatum, like he can do so many things, but man, it's hard to pass on a kid with.
Mathurin got caught in the air. Krisa puts it on the floor. He scored 6 points in the first couple minutes of the game. Duarte, great look down court. Figueroa has it blocked by Lord. 3 of 4 from three-point land for Chris Duarte. Missed 3 there and rebounded by Duarte, his 5th board. That was Mathurin who missed the triple. CLA in the loss column for the top spot in the Pac-12, and they host the Bruins on Wednesday night. Ira Lee misses. Duarte with a good rebound, his 6th board, and he's pushing tempo here. Omoruyi.
Could they win the SEC? Absolutely. I think they're right there with that Alabama, Arkansas that I've seen this year, but they're going to be a hard out. I know they're going to a 9 seed, an 8 seed right now, but just
wonder playing yesterday, is that a factor? Less than 24 hours ago.
And the steal from Chris Duarte took it right back in a 4-on-3.
We may not see if that's a factor until the second.
I can do the same thing again the next day, or even carry it over from the first half to the second.
And by the steal by Duarte.
Jared
That's
Lucas.
his game.
Jared Lucas, what are you thinking?
20 seconds on the reset for Oregon State. Figueroa guarding Thompson. And the ball lost.
Will Richardson right in the middle of everything. Beautiful passing.
You'll think of it. That was
Bernard.
a 3-minute monologue, and we're underway from Eugene. The Bruins.
What did we miss? What did we miss, please? We missed Jules Bernard. I'm sorry.
6 overall. Oregon 17.
Congratulations, Coach Stubblefield. Oh, the Werewolves. Werewolves of London.
Figueroa was originally, as Duarte gets a steal, recruited by Chris Mullen at St. John's. Duarte with a layup.
By the way, was on Silva his first. Duarte with the steal. Dish. Figueroa with the jam. Picture perfect.
Really wants to say that. By the way, they did call it double foul. So you were actually correct during the break. You said that was how they would officiate it. So it's the first rule that you've gotten correct all year. So Kasunas and Omoruyi each called for a personal foul. We're just worried about the NCAA tournament right now. First 4 out. Oregon is in. Still a chance again to win the conference. A steal again by Duarte. And on the other end, the finish.
0 for 5 from the floor as Bradley missed the dunk, and that's Celestine getting the rebound. 0 for 5 from the floor, but he had a career-high 6 rebounds. That's a case of finding something you can do to help your team win.
He got mixed up in that screen defensively, but they are looking for Duarte. So if you're the Bears, you got to focus on him. And then this is what the guy does. He gets a 3, he steals, and he
Made a tough shot for Chris.
Oh, Duarte with a steal. Team's leader in steals at 2 per game. He lays it up and in.
Yeah, that was a lazy pass by Jamari Bouye.
It's one thing that I'm concerned about with USC. They're tops right now, but when you come down to 1 or 2 possession games, there you go. The steals. That's Chris Duarte. Leads the conference.
Florida A&M. Duarte's 3. Didn't have numbers underneath. He fired it up anyway. Spear has his pocket picked by Duarte. Duarte on the run out and the finger. Leads in deep, passes out of the double team. Spear with 6 to shoot. Duarte with another steal. He was 4th in the Pac-12 in that category last year. The run out and the lay.
These 2 incredible programs in the Conference of Champions.
I don't know if you noticed, but that was banked in by Omoruyi from 3. Now a takeaway. Here is Duarte, leads the conference in steals. Almost put. He's not related to Mike Brown either, as Duarte's shot hits the side of the backboard. He's 1 for 6. Here's Matherin ahead of the pack, but he lost the ball.
Who's 1 for 6 on the side of the backboard?
Duarte.
Always positive, always encouraging, always looking to get to what's next. Very similar to Jack Ramsey.
Duarte and Richardson have both struggled. A combined 4 points between the 2.
So no and 1 for Wright, and Wright turns it over.
That's a tough inbounds pass there.
His first of
that type of mentality.
Turned over by the Buffs. Lawson for 2 and a foul.
In retrospective here of like, okay, how do we get a great shot every single time and how do we handle their pressure?
Well, they turn it over right there. Duarte comes back with it and puts it in for 2.
That's what they're going to look to do here down
It's with an 8-point lead here. Under 16 to play in the first half from Salt Lake City. Timmy Allen got stuck on the baseline. Good defense by the Ducks. Here comes Chris Duarte running the show for Oregon.
As far as being able to run your team.
4-0 at home this year. That ball stripped away. Paula Larson keeps it alive. Does a great job there, but it ends up in the hands of the green and gold. They want to get a 2-game losing streak as they head back to Eugene tonight. Miscommunication there as Paula Larson threw it at the feet of Timmy Allen. And we're underway here in the second half. What do the Ducks have to do offensively in sales? And of course, they closed the game out nicely as well when the Ducks got it down to 3 or 4 points with just a minute or 2 to play. Knocked away. Ducks come away with it. Out in front, 7-footer after that big block on Figueroa, starting to feel himself a little bit.
Yeah, he did a really good job of changing Lawson's shot right there. And then you see Chris Duarte do his job.
When you talk about being up against it, Bobby Hurley knows all about that. Just think back to his NBA career. High lottery draft pick. Sacramento gets in a terrible life board that has a background on it.
Yeah, well, you say board, that can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. You're talking about the backdrop behind you, which we'll show here in a second as Richardson misses and Jalen Graham with the rebound. Still plenty of time for ASU.
The banks of the Willamette River. Quack. Standing high atop the Skinner Butte, looking out over the Willamette Valley. Hopefully we can get back soon.
Here's Mamukelashvili with the basketball. Let's see if he can do something with it. Has it taken away. Duarte spots for another. Tried to force it in, and it's going to end up being a turnover. Bodies on the floor. Good hustle by Chris Duarte. Making it look easy.
These Pac-12 coaches watching this game are saying, are you kidding me?
Duarte with the exclamation point.
Really important piece to Missouri season.
Quick math tells me that's 6 for 9 on the season for Mark Smith.
Good work.
Yep, thank you very much. Thanks Rob Sims, our stats guy, who did the math for me, as Chris Duarte lays it in off the point play. Gives him 22 points in his Oregon debut. And now pressure takes the ball away. Duarte, the no-look pass and a two-hand hammer for Chandler Lawson.
Team on its back tonight? We'll see.
No, he had 25 points against the Oregon Ducks a year ago. Dana Altman well aware of what he can do. Oregon on the run. Estrada slicing.
Stanford hasn't played since they beat Bakersfield back on December 21st. They were supposed to play Oregon State Thursday night, but that was postponed and rescheduled for Monday because of a positive COVID test within the
for that big tall white guy.
Dimitri Rivni?
He's number 22. I can see his number.
Rivni is 22 for USF.
Okay, so Chris Duarte in.
He's 2 for 7 from the floor.
You can't come and think that the game is going to come to you. You got to go out and take
15 Stanford turnovers now.
If you don't score, you can't set up your press. Goodwin gets swarmed, and it's ripped away by Duarte. Up ahead, Figueroa filling the lane. Can't fill it up. Well, this time he's going to take it himself with a high pick and roll with Mobley. I like the aggressive double, but they let him out of it. Forces a turnover, though. Aggressive defense here by the Ducks.
Reverse layup and the finish with the right hand. You know, last game against San Francisco, they came in here with 2 dynamic guards. Another steal.
Little floater by Figueroa doesn't go, and he tips it back up and in after the steal.
Is making the right play out on the floor, not just looking to build his stats.
And you know what Altman always says in the shoot-around is Duarte has himself another steal all the way in, jams it home.
Yeah, Chris is just dialed in.
Back usually to their matchup zone out of this 1-2-2 press.
Malve brings it across. Has it deflected. And Folly Dante picks it up and gets fouled.
Pass it.
Backing down Dante. And right through the fingertips, a high pass. Pirates couldn't hold on. Duarte corrals it and is able to put it through. Figueroa wide open, is able to hit this time.
Well, that's the spot right there. It's careless right there.